Morning. Get started in a second. See you soon. Thank you very much.
Right, let's talk about gut health.
Hi guys. Maybe is all okay. So I'm just on like the Zoom kind of space. Let me see if I can just get that. Perfect. I just want to apologize. I've lost my voice a little bit. I promise I sound worse than I actually feel. I feel all right. I just yeah, probably the end of like sinusy things that I've been having. So yeah, I'm gonna squeak as we go through. I promise my throat doesn't even hurt at all. So we're all good. So my throat doesn't hurt. Yeah, I'm with you. So just bear with as we go through the session. Yeah, if you can't hear me very well, just follow my lead in the movement. So yeah, hopefully. Okay, cool. So we're all good. All right. Happy Sunday. Thanks so much as always for joining me. Just gonna take my jumper off and get ourselves settled. I'm gonna start today in a little child's pose. Just kind of start in that lovely forward fold. And my lovely book by Donna Ashworth, just to read at the end. Joy Chill with You. The lovely one is what I was reading through. I got for Christmas from some of my yoga crew. It's called For the Women. It's so beautiful as well. So yeah, that's where our poem comes from today. Yeah, let's find out our lovely child's pose. You feel where you want to go. I can either have the knees wide, you know the deal, knees in. Slowly come down. Bring your tailbone down towards the heels. Just allow yourself to fall down. Bringing yourself into this lovely little surrendering pose. Often on that first one, I sort of take my knees halfway. I don't take them super wide. I don't take them parallel, just a little bit into those hips. Choose what you want. If you want to go deeper, you can. If you want to stay a little bit more parallel, just see what's happening with the body. Find a comfortable position for the head. So whether you stack the fists, I invite you to close the eyes and just fold down. And here, it's comfortable. No lots of illness this time of year. Just breathe them through the nose, nice and slow. And breathing out. Love sinking into the mat, the floor, wherever you again, breathing nice and slow. And slowly exhale, let it go. Allow the body pull down. As you sink into the pose, just close your eyes. Just see what's going on for you. How do you feel right now in your body? Any little niggles? You feel them in your shoulders, neck. Are you feeling as you sit here in the child's pose? You feel any sinking in the hips? Feel any tightness out here, the knees, the back body? You breathe in and out. Can you feel the belly as it fills? The back body expand. How are you feeling in yourself? So I'm going to invite you today, if there's anything you need to leave on the mat, any emotion that you want to sit with, work through, this is a nice time to just dedicate to that. Sometimes might come to the mat with anger or sadness, fear, worry. It's a beautiful hour just to kind of work through it a little bit. Just be with it. Move your body. Just flow. Really make the time yours. When you're ready, just turn. Inhale, we're going to lift up into the chest and just reach the arms out. Draw both shoulders down. Feel that extension. Maybe keep the chest a little bit more lifted, rotating the biceps out and down. Just sitting in your child's pose, but feeling that little bit of work in the upper body. Inhale, we're going to peel the body up, coming up to all fours. Good. Hands in line with the wrists. Inhale, tuck under in the pelvis. Feel that pull across the shoulder blade. Say good morning to the body if that's when you're practicing with us, or hello and for the point of the day. Let's take a little wiggle. Take our little left, right motion. How that's feeling for you today, making those little C shapes. You kind of wiggle, maybe take a gaze, kind of wiggle one way, look back to your ankle or your heel and wiggle the other direction, just feeling that little bit. The stretch, trying to keep as much the shape of your cat as possible. One deep breath in, breathe, lovely, take, and one coming back to center. Good. Inhale, we're going to take our cow pose, drop the shoulders down. See how that feels. Kind of draw the chest through, softening the forehead, breathing in. And slowly breathing out, little smile if you like. Good. Inhale, tucking under the pelvis, finding that cat pose. Again, feeling that pull across the shoulder blades. Good. 4. Lovely. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, draw the chest through, find your cow pose. Work the shoulders down and away by pushing the hands. This is active in that upper body. Working to draw the chest through. Lovely. Inhale. And slowly exhaling out. Beautiful. Feel that tailbone lifting. And then pushing into the hands. Draw under in the pelvis and find that lovely flat back. Amazing. Inhale. This time we're going to take the knees wide. Nice and wide. Big toes to touch first. Kind of a little bit of deepening into those hips. Coming down into much more wide legged pose. From here, folding down. You can again come onto the elbows, stack the fists, stay here. Slowly let the chest draw down. Just begin to see what feels right for you. Close the eyes if you want. Just inhale. And slowly exhale. Amazing. Letting everything soften down. Noticing the hips. Breathing in. As we breathe out, breathing and letting go of any of that emotion we're holding on to, any of that, anything else that feels like you just might want to sit with. Inhale, breathe it out. Remember that mat is here, community to catch us. This is our space and our time. Move in whatever way feels authentic to you. Leave anything out if it feels better. Give yourself that opportunity to push whatever way you need. We're going to inhale, lift up, slowly bring the knees back to hip distance. Good. We're going to walk the hands slightly forward. We're going to find our puppy dog pose. So not quite in line with the shoulders, a little bit forward. Again, it's not quite sitting back into child's pose. Want that bottom lifted. And nice and wide, fingers wide, and we're working to sink the hips back. You're going to start to feel it a little bit into the hips as we sink back. So you can see my tailbone's lifted, your back toes can be touched or tucked or untucked. That's up to you. And sink back and notice the biceps drawing in. You're going to get this lovely bit of work. Upper body, rotate the bicep out and draw down the shoulders. But don't worry, we don't want the chest on the mat. We want to kind of keep it lifted, sinking back. See how that feels for you. Breathing in, breathing out. You can almost imagine kind of where this is called puppy dog pose. You can almost imagine this little puppy having a little stretch his arms out. Breathing in and breathing out, releasing any of that tightness we're holding in the upper body today. 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the hands back in line with the shoulders, coming all the way back up. From here, we're going to take our little forward movements. We're going to lean forward with the pelvis. Just say hello to that spine. Drop the shoulders down. Good. Chest through. How's that feeling for you? Really listening. Inhale. And then exhale, draw in from the core, slowly sinking back. But instead of taking it back to child's pose, walk and slightly forward. Take it back to like a nice puppy dog pose. Feeling it out. Rotate the bicep out. Good. Relaxing in the face. 3, 2, and 1. Hands come in slightly as we lean forward with the pelvis and draw through. Again, if it feels a lot on the spine, keep it more lifted. Draw through only if that feels good to you. Good. 3. Breath in and out. 2. And 1. Slowly coming all the way back to tabletop position. You've got. Inhale, we're going to walk the hands up towards the knees and just come up Upright position on the mat. Lovely. From here, I'm gonna do is just roll the shoulders up and back. Good. Breathe in and out. Oh, feel those little niggles. Good, those big shoulders. Breathing in and out. Good. Breathing in and out. 2. Nice one. And 1. Just see how that feels. Drop the shoulders down. Good. And just come and face east. See whichever direction you want. This time we're going to reach the arms up. And then slowly bring them down and around. Good. Inhale up. Keeping that lovely long spine. So don't let the tailbone stick out. Tuck under. Breathing in and out. Good. Let's warm up. Head into that upper body today. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Slowly, mindfully. Bring Ujjayi breath into the practice if that's something that suits you. Otherwise, we'll really just focus on that slow exhalation. 4. Breathe in and out. 3. Nice. 1, 2. And 1, dropping it down. Good. Taking the head just a little bit left to right. Be slow or quick movement, just seeing how you get it on. How's that neck and shoulders for you this morning? Good. 3, 2, inhale and exhale. 1. Lovely work coming back to center. So we're going to take our arms wide as if we've got that big ball in front of us. We're going to interlace the fingers. What I want us to do is reach forward. And I want you to feel like you're letting the whole of the upper body kind of concave forward. So you're going to reach forward, draw the chin down. Chin comes towards the chest. So we're tucking under in the pelvis. Imagine you're thinking about making the body like a cat pose. Even if on the knees, or reaching forward, feeling that lovely openness in that upper back body. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Slowly bringing the hands back behind you. We're going to bring the hands onto the lower part of the back. You've got it. And from here, we're going to just take a little back bend. So we're going to breathe in. As we exhale, squeeze and tuck under in that pelvis. That's your first little bit of a movement. And exhale. And inhale. Just take it slow, breathing in. Maybe see if you can just push the hands a little bit in the lower back and feel like you're back bending just a tiny bit. Opening the chest, heart open. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming back. And we're going to ease into that camel, reaching the arms wide, bringing them forward into that bubble. Let's take that arm. So again, we're tucking under in the pelvis, in from the navel, and letting everything concave in. Shoulders draw forward, chin draws down. Breathing in. Nice one, everybody. Imagine you're breathing into that upper back body. Got any niggles or tightness there? Breathe in. Let's find that lovely stress release that we want and out. Amazing. Swinging the hands back. You can bring them onto that lower back. Breathe in. Start by rolling the shoulders up, back, and then see if you can just bring the palms as close as you can get them. Elbows squeezing in towards each other. It's a little hard opener here. Inhale. And as we exhale, squeeze and tuck under. See if you can take a little back bend here. If that feels comfortable, find what feels good. If you wanted, you can tuck those back toes. Maybe see if one hand might reach the heel. Don't worry if it doesn't. We've not done loads and loads of work into the back bend. Maybe take the other hand and reach up. So not both hands yet, but if you did want to take one side, see what that feels like. Breathing in, breathing out. Maybe the top hand reaches back a little, softening the forehead. Good. 3, 2, and 1. And then we lean back slowly, coming back out of it, and bring both hands forward. Good. Inhale, reaching up, and swing the arms down, and bring the hands back behind you. You've got it. Good. Squeezing those elbows in. Inhale. And exhale, tuck under. See what that feels like. Chest open, pelvis drawn forward. Now, if that feels comfortable, stick with that. You can also reach back with the other hand, maybe leaning back. Maybe the top hand reaches up. See how that feels today. Softening the forehead, breathing in, relaxing the forehead, breathing out for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Maybe reach that top head back a little bit. See how that feels, and then slowly bring that pelvis back a little bit. Tailbone comes back, reaching both arms up and down. Inhale, reaching them up. Slowly bring the hands down in front, untuck the toes, and sink down into a nice child's pose. Should feel good, just knees parallel, sinking down, taking that little counter pose to the work that we just did in our camel. Just sink down, tailbone to the heels. Notice how that feels if the forehead meets the mat on this one. Rock left to right. And take a few deep breaths with me. Inhale. And slowly exhaling out. Breathing in. Slowly breathing out. Nice one. Breathing in. Slowly breathing out. Nice one, team. Inhale, slowly coming all the way back up to tabletop. Good. Inhale, we're going to tuck those back toes, arch the back into cat pose, and we're going to lift the knees and hold. Push into the hands, arch the back, draw in from your core, and feel that lovely tuck under. Just going to wake up the body. See what that feels like, maybe strength in the upper body. Be pushing into those arms. Nice one, everybody. Breathing in. And breathing out slowly, bring the knees down, untuck the toes, sink down into your child's pose. You can make it as if you want active. Rotate the biceps out, keep the chest high, or you keep it soft. Excuse me. Yeah, how you feel today. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, peeling the body back up into cat pose, pushing into the hands, tuck those toes, lift up. Feel that lovely arch, that push, that little upper body, getting that little bit of strength. I don't know if you notice in our most recent kind of sequences on Sundays, I've been working a little bit to get that strength in our upper body, just slowly starting to build. 3, 2, and 1. Not that it's there, but we haven't done much of that focus in a while. So just coming back to slowly sinking down into your child's pose. Again, it could be active, hands out, rotate the biceps out and down. You can bring the elbows down and just really soften into it. In 2 or 3 deep breaths here, inhale and exhale. Rocking the forehead side to side. Inhale and let it go. Amazing. Breathing in, let's peel the body back up. Good. What we're going to do is tuck those toes, arch the back, find that lovely lift up. This time we're going to find our first downward dog. Now this is going to be absolutely right, our first one, so go easy. We've not done anything with those hammies. Keep the knees bent and just see, push one and then the other. Hello to those hamstrings. Don't worry, I promise we'll take some time to wake those hammies up, push into the toes. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in, that head up, down, like you're saying yes. Use this little walk as a tiny little wake up of the lower body. 2 and 1. Amazing. We're going to stop. Maybe see how it feels to push a little bit more into that position. So pushing into the hands, see if the tailbone kind of shifts back. And maybe with the knees bent, you can find that lovely long line. The fingertips down, that little diagonal shifting back. Good. Inhale, coming to the tops of the toes. Take a step forward or hop. Up to you. Let's head now. Inhale and exhale. Good. Just hang out here. See how that feels. You can bring the hands wherever you like. You like grabbing opposite elbows to you, so if you just want them to hang down. A little swing side to side. And we're taking it to come up. Inhale. And slowly exhale out. Relax the face. We're going to find a lovely little slow peeling up. So instead of halfway lift, just come up slowly. Head coming up last. Just take your time. No dizziness. Stop whenever you need to. Making your way to this nice, lovely standing position. Beautiful. Let's grab a quick drink. Got one. Join me for a little sip. Cheers, my lovely friends. Beautiful. Nice slow warm up. Just really focus on that upper body and the spine. Let's get a little bit into the lower part of the body as well. Amazing. Fab. So we're going to bring the feet hip distance. I'm going to come back to that lovely start of our sun salutation. We're gonna play with it. And then today we're gonna come back to the sun salutation a little bit like we worked on last time. You did want to add in any of the features that we added, you can. Also leave it out, but we'll build up to it. We'll kind of continue to move and flow. So it's like a part 2 of last week. Inhale, reaching it up. Good, beautiful, softening in the face, and exhale, hinge at the hips. Good, let the chest drop forward. Tailbone lifts, good. Not locking the knees, but feeling that hamstring. That's our first little hammy stretch, right? This little foundation. Chest drawn forward. Breathing in. As we exhale, fold down. Draw the chin in. Inhale, halfway lift. So maybe your first one's hands come up alongside the body, or this is your preferred choice. You can absolutely stay here. See how that feels. Breathing in and out, little smile if you like, chest drawn forward, bend the knees and scoop it up. Good, waking up that lower body. Exhale, tucking under. Awesome. Seeing kind of where we're at with our standing poses. When you're ready to breathe in. Exhale, hinge at the hips, reach forward. Feel the chest draw forward, soften in the face again. Feel that reach. Hello, hamstrings. Can you get a little bit more release here? We want to tilt that tailbone up as we reach forward, chest drawn forward. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely little bend down. Good. Strengthening in the spine there, the back body, the backs of the legs. Dropping down. Inhale, halfway lift. If the legs are still feeling tight, bring it in, elbows in. Or if you feel like quite okay, if you bring the fingertips forward, draw that chest through. Nice one. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Good. Relaxing the neck in whichever position you're in, working into those hammies, finding that release. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Bending down, reach the arms up. Inhale. And exhale, bringing the thumbs in towards the sternum. Just holding that Tadasana for a lovely, slow, deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe through the mouth, whatever felt good there. Always find what you need as we move from flow. One more. Let's take a lovely, deep breath. Inhale. Let go whatever you need to go of. That little smile if you like. Let's do this. Inhale, reach it up. Heart open, chest open, and reach forward. And breathe it in and out as we float down. Yogi's choice of a halfway lift. Good job. Feel that length in it. Draw the chest through. Bend the knees. If the hands are lifted, we're all going to shift the hands forward. Good, you've got the option to step or hop back to your high point. Good, if you want to be on the knees, you absolutely can. If you want to stay lifted, great. But drop that pelvis down, draw the chest through, push strong into those hands, drawing from the navel, feel the heels drawing away, feel the strengthening in that body. Breathing in with me and breathing out. Good, slowly lowering down. So either come to the knees and slowly lower down. If you wanted to do your chaturanga and you remember it, you can. I'll build up to that. Inhale, slowly looking forward. We're going to roll the shoulders up and back. Good. Let's start with a little bit of a cobra. You can take it really shallow, little baby cobra. You can lift a little bit higher if that feels comfortable for the back. Always just listen. 3, breathing in and out. A little smile if you like to. And 1, coming down onto the mat. Push into the hands. Draw the body up into that lovely tabletop position. Good, let's arch back the cat like we had done at the start and tuck those back toes. So lift up, keep the cat shape just for a minute. 3, 2, a moment, not a whole minute, and shift back and slowly find that downward dog, walking into those heels, swing those hips. Noticing how they feel. Are they still as tight as that first downward dog we took? We're starting with our lovely forward folds to get a little bit more into them. Feel the toes pushing in. Take that little walk as you need it. And this nice and lift of foot as you walk, swing the body left to right. Breathe. Deep breath in, little smile. 2, make sure you're taking a lovely deep exhalation. And 1, lovely. Again, feeling that work. Let's find that stillness. You can feel the upper body working for us. Bend the knees, step or hop forward. You've got it hanging out. Good. a moment in that forward fold. Just enjoy it for what it is. Wanted to grab opposite elbows, you can. Just want to swing the hands left to right, swing the body. Feeling out maybe where there's tightness, tension. Nice one, 3, 2, and 1. Breathing in. Let's take a moment. If you've been swinging upside down a little bit, we don't want any dizziness. So when you choose your halfway lift, take it really slow. Wherever you are, draw the chest through. Breathing in, breathing out. Little bend and reach up. Arms coming up. Little back bend. And exhale, tuck under. Good. Draw the shoulders down, lift up in those elbows. Just feeling that lovely, strong pose. Breathe in. Let it go. Wherever you're feeling here, just hold it. You did close the eyes naturally. Just enjoy that feeling. Just feel strong in Tadasana. We always tuck under, draw in. Feel that lovely lift in the lower legs. It's active, actively really standing. Maybe lifting all the toes and then pushing them back down into the mat. Just grounded and connected here. I don't know about you, but the morning, we wake really early in my house because of the children, but the morning was so dark. The sky just felt like it was still nighttime instead of seeing sunrise. It's actually beaming with sunlight today. You can feel a bit of warmth in the air. You can feel that we've passed that winter solstice. Kind of, there's a little bit of a shift. So lean into that if you can feel that sunshine, that like beauty, that light. Breathing in and breathing out. Soaking in that beautiful weather so that we can just lean into that lovely, beautiful, welcoming feeling we get from that light. Inhale, reaching up. Another sun salutation option to do the Chaturanga. No problems if not. Inhale, halfway lift. Yogi's choice. Bend the knees, hands come forward. We step or we hop back to that lovely high plank or on the knees, draw the forward. The chest forward will feel strong. Absolutely fine. Good. If you wanted to take Chaturanga, that's we push into the toes, lean forward over the wrists and lower down. Feel the upper body, and then maybe what we do is we untuck those toes. So you can bring the knees down to just check in. We draw the chest through. So you could be on the floor here, and you could do your lovely lift and take your cobra. Or if you wanted to be a little bit higher in your upward dog, if it's okay for your back today, and lift up. If you wanted to lift those knees, you want the legs to extend. So we're going to push the kind of tops of the feet into the mat. Legs extend. The legs are strong. Don't squeeze your bottom. Let it go. Let everything fall. Push into the hands. Chin draws in. It's really strong in the chest. Do not worry. Good. Coming down onto the knees here. Take a little break. Or lift up. Use your core. Everybody coming either via tabletop or lifting up from the upper body. Coming into your downward dog. The hard transition. You don't have to take it. You know the other one so well. Belly lifting into your cobra and then coming to the knees and lifting up. Or you can play with Chaturanga. And it's that Chaturanga over time. And actually, I remember being really surprised. I had stopped kind of using them like I used to. And I was just doing yoga and it's that Chaturanga. I was like, wow, quite strong in that upper body. Inhale, coming up to the tops of the toes. Exhale, step or hop forwards. If you've got any energy from that, least weight on the wrists and the arms hanging out. Again, you can take it side to side if you want. Just stay where you are in stillness. Grab the elbows if that feels good. Breathing in and out. Find your version of your halfway lift. So finding that lovely drawing forward of the chest wherever you choose to be. You've got this breathing in, exhale, bend those knees, reaching up tall. Long arms up, exhale, tucking under, draw the shoulders down. Awesome, awesome salutation. Inhale, exhale through the mouth. Standing strong in our lovely Tadasana mountain pose. Little smile. Good. Let's do one more of those lovely sun salutations. We'll break it down again. And then we'll kind of see if we can add a little bit to our sequence. When you're ready, inhale, reaching up. You've got it. Hinge at the hips, reach forward. Remember, take what feels good, fall down. Exhale, open those toes. Inhale, we find our halfway lift. Good. Bend the knees, we step or hop back. You've got it. If you want to stay in that lovely little plank, stay. I'm going to come down to the knees, great. If you want to lower down onto the floor and take a little cobra, go for it. If you want to try that upward dog, push into the toes, lean forward over the wrists. Bend down on the elbows and then draw the chest through. Good. Chest draws through and everything's nice and straight and strong. Knees can be on the mat. If it feels too much on that lower back, come to the floor. Good. Drawing that chin in. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Either coming by the knees and tabletop, or untuck those toes. Lift up from your core. Use that back and find your downward dog wherever we are. Find downward dog with me. Deep breath in and out. You've got this. Good. However you want to play downward dog, be in stillness. Maybe move the head. Maybe you just want to work to get those heels down and breathe. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Find your place. Find what you want from this pose. It's a whole body stretch. It's that Marmite pose. Sometimes I love it. Sometimes I find it really hard. Sometimes I find it a best place. It's just interesting to know what's going on in the body. For 3. Deep breath in, 2, 1. Look forward through the thumbs, come up to the top of the toe, step or hop. You've got it. A little halfway lift, and those knees scoop wide. You're coming all the way back up, little back bend, and draw the thumbs in. Breathing in, and slowly breathing out. Nice work, everyone. I'm gonna grab a quick drink. Feel free to do the same. A little extra for me with my raspy voice. So funny isn't I'm proper squeaking, but I just feel like there's a little tickle there. A tiny bit sore like the last couple of nights, but just today, like, I feel fine. Just don't sound right. Thanks for bearing with me. Awesome. Now, fab. We're going to come to a lovely little sequence in our goddess. So maybe facing the longer edge of the mat here. We'll take the feet nice and wide. Good. Be just bending into one knee and then the other, a little bit side to side here. Good. We'll take a little time to wake up and stretch into those inner thighs today. Some of these poses. Good. Just see what that feels like, just a little thigh to side. Good. Doesn't have to be too deep. Yeah. If you want to sink a little bit further, you can. So you can lean forward. You get a little bit more into that inner thigh. Maybe hold on one side. And deep breath in and out. Slowly lifting back up in the body and straightening the legs. Maybe the other side, we sink down. Maybe if you're comfortable, tilting that tailbone up and the chest forward. Don't worry if not. Coming back up, back to center, other side. So you can keep it here, a little lunge. You can lean forward, let that tailbone tilt. Start to feel a little bit more stretch there in that inner part of the hamstring. Lift up and back to center. Exhale and leaning forward. Good. 3, 2, 1. Coming all the way back up and finding that lovely stance. Make sure we're feeling nice and balanced. Tucking under in the pelvis. Let's find that lovely little bend in the knees. That little goddess bend. Good. So we're going to bend in the knees. Let's take our usual sunflowers and moonflowers. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hands come down. Find that cactus arm. Feel that lovely drawing in from the core. Inhale, reaching it back up. Tucking under in the pelvis as we stand up. And exhale, we're going to wrap the arms around us in a lovely hug. Good. Just stay lifted here for that first one. Any movement you need. Good. Inhale, reaching up. Lovely little cactus arms as we exhale. As we sink into those hips, we're going under in the pelvis, in from the navel. You've got it. Breathing and reaching up. A little smile if you like. Exhale. See if you can remember what hand you put on top last time and switch sides. Give yourself a hug. Sinking down. Whatever that hug is for. Squeeze a little tighter. Imagine it's a hug from me. Love you both very much. Inhale, reaching up. And slowly stay standing. Just bring, exhale the thumbs in. You got it. Stay standing. Just see if you can keep that tuck under in the pelvis. Just hold there. Inhale. And exhale. Good. So we're going to bend the knees. Slowly reach the hands wide. We're going to bring them onto the hips, leaning forward with the chest. Good. What we want to do here is bring the fingertips down. And what we're going to do is we're going to slowly walk the hands over towards the left-hand side. See how it feels here to maybe sink down into that knee. Can you lift up in the chest? Good. See how that feels in that inner thigh. Build up to it. Slowly coming back. Walk the hands through the middle, crossing them over. Sinking a little bit. It could be a little bit. Chest lifts. You can really let that body sink. You might even feel like you can lift that heel of the opposite leg. Don't worry if the heel lifts on the other side too. Working into that, coming all the way back up, slowly walking the hands over. Breathing and see how that feels. So staying here a little bit more lifted or sinking down. Chest lifts, maybe lifting the heel of that right side. How's that feeling? Hello, right? Inhale, coming all the way back up one more time just to finish off both sides. Sinking down and lifting up. Chest lifts, heels lifted. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming back to that lovely little middle point. So you can find that lovely goddess point. Hands onto the hips. Use the inner thighs to squeeze and the core as we lift back up into that lovely. Breathing in. And exhale, breathing out. Drop the shoulders down, a little smile. Inhale. As we exhale, lovely little bend into those knees. Good. You've got the opportunity to stay here. We can pulse a little deeper. Find some breath. See if you can draw the shoulders back. Keep the kind of chest drawing through. A little bit of strengthening here in those knees. Waking up in those hips. 3. You've got it. 2. Nice one. And 1. Squeezing in those inner thighs. And just take a breath in and exhale. Good. Breathing in again. Let it go. And we've got the option, hands on the hips, or we can do our pulses with cactus arms. Inhale, we're reaching it up. And exhale, yogi's choice. Hands coming down to a cactus, drop the shoulders down, or you can take them to the hips. Breathing in. Exhale, bending down. Good, strong in your core. If you want to leave the pulse out and just straight legs, you can. Otherwise, pulse with me a little bit deeper, squeezing in those inner thighs. Good. Little smile, relax the forehead. 4. You got it. 3, 2. Channeling that strength. And 1. Squeezing and reaching those arms up. And exhale, draw the thumbs in. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Amazing. Bring the hands in. Wiggle the feet in slightly. A little bit wider than hip distance, but not quite. Kind of in that lovely wide stance. We're going to take Malasana. So breathing in with me and breathing out. We're going to bend the knees, slowly lean forward and come down onto your Malasana pose. So start here, maybe coming up onto the toes. I'm going to bring bottoms of the feet down only if that works and draw the bottom. So it could be like this. That's where you can see the difference. My heels are lifted, chest is lifted. That's absolutely fine. As long as that's fine on your knees. I'll come back down and let that tailbone dip down and you can feel the chest lift. That's a nice little hello into the hips. Use the hands to support you. These elbows, so that bit between the elbow and the shoulder, it's a great place for those legs to kind of just rest and see if you can draw the chest forward. Breathing in and breathing out. If it feels too much onto the knees, you can sit in a butterfly pose. That's absolutely fine. Sitting on the floor in butterfly or just cross-legged, taking the breaths. Good. See how that feels for you today. Malasana. I'm going to stay in it a little bit. I'm going to take that little side stretch if that feels comfortable for you. So the right hand, you want to smooth that palm out. The arm extends and it almost works to kind of balance that knee. And then we're going to slowly take the other hand. You can either bring it on top of the other knee or reach it up. So we're kind of pushing the back of the arm into the other knee to open up that hip. Find that beautiful twist in the back body. That lower back, you can feel it as we work into those hips. Oh, what a nice surprise. It's come from such a great day. I can see like blue skies out there. 3, 2, and 1, slowly coming back to center. Right, bring both hands forward, lifting into the chest and the head. Remember, anytime this feels too much, just come sit down. Just sit down on the mat. You can do the arms, or you can do it in butterfly pose. So reach out the other hand, left hand. You can bring the hand onto the knee and just take your gaze up. You can reach up, just see. So we're pushing that left arm in, finding that beautiful twist. Good. Breathing in and out, noticing where it feels a bit tight. I definitely feel this hips, my little tight little spot that I've got on my back body. Good. 3, 2, 1. Slowly bringing the hands back down, lifting up, and finally, before we come into seated, bring the thumbs in, pushing the elbows into those knees, getting a little bit deeper into those hips if it feels good. Nice little deep malasana. Beautiful pose for hip opening. Lovely, but quite strong on the knees. So I know, bring the hands back, come down. I know that's why we don't do it as often. It's just because I don't know everyone's knees. So listen to where you're at. And remember, sitting here and doing those twists are just as great. Breathing in with me. And exhale through the mouth. You've got it. Or roll the shoulders up and back again, just feeling those circles we started with at the beginning. A little bit more into that upper body. It's nice to feel that little stress relief. Good. 3, 2. Oh, they're still grungy. They're all that stretch. And here, 1. Drop it down. But what we're going to do is we're going to take that left hand, just bend in the elbow, and I want you to bring the left hand onto that left shoulder. You're going to bring your right hand to your left elbow. And then here, just guide that elbow a little bit more towards the chest. See if you can extend the left arm. And then maybe take your right hand over towards the left shoulder and see if you can guide the arm out. You want to draw the shoulder down here. So it kind of looks like this. Breathing in and breathe. Now try not to arch the back. You don't be seated in like a cat or a cow pose. You're going to be seated nice and tall. So let's run nice and long from the crown of the head. Nice, everybody, for 3. Deep breath in, work to work that shoulder down. You might get a nice little extra work there. 2, and 1. Little smile for me. If you like, inhale, reach both arms wide. So draw the shoulders down. We're going to rotate the thumbs up, palms up, look up towards the sky, heart open, chest open. Breathing in, draw the thumbs down. Draw the chin in towards the chest. That lovely little arch. Rotate the hands that pull across the upper back. Into that lovely release. Inhale, coming all the way back to center. And as we exhale, bending in the elbows, we're going to bring the opposite side across. So this time, it's going to be that right hand is going to be on the left shoulder. Left hand is on that left elbow. We guide it over and out. Good. Using the left hand onto the left shoulder, drawing the elbow down, draw everything across. Again, not losing that lovely tall posture. You know where you're headed. Deep breath in, deep breath out, softening in the forehead. Relax the jaw, just like on the face. Want to close the eyes? You absolutely can. Make this part of the practice what you want. Got love, a little stretch. Getting into that upper body. Want to take some extra time here today. 3, 2, and coming all the way back to center. Reach those arms wide. Go to rotate the thumbs up. Let the chest draw forward. Drop the shoulders down. Heart open. Just feel that light and that love coming through. And that sunshine. Inhale, roll the thumbs down, let the chin draw in, rotating back. Pull across that upper body. 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way back to center. Slowly bring the hands together. I want you to roll the wrists. Oh, I don't know if you heard that. What a crack. 3. Nice. 1, 2, and 1. Love that. And slowly bring it down. Great. Inhale, let's reach the arms up. Drop both shoulders down. We're going to bring that left elbow down towards the shoulder. And the right hand onto the elbow, drop back. But we have a tendency to arch the back here. So if you feel like the chest is really drawn forward, you can just draw in from your navel. Look at that lovely length in your posture back. Breathing in, drop the shoulders down. Breathing out, relaxing the forehead forward. So you draw that shoulder down. If you feel like you've got more room, you can wiggle the elbow in behind the head. Lift the head up. Draw in from the navel. And relax in the forehead, in the face. Looking up with the chin to get that little extra stretch. 3. Breathing in and out. 2. And 1. Awesome. Reaching out both arms. Lovely deep breath, bending into that right elbow. Bringing the left hand across and just guiding it. Might just see if you can guide it over a little bit. Might feel good. Drop the shoulder down. That might be enough. You want to keep that posture. So instead of leaning forward, we draw in from the navel. Feel that length in the top of the head. Maybe look up. Head push into the elbow to get that little extra. Breath with me. Deep breath out. Again, relax the face. Work the shoulder down. Feeling that stretch. Kind of feel the work we did. A little bit of chaturanga. 3, 2, and 1. Reaching both arms up. Good. Bring the palms together and draw those thumbs in towards the sternum. Good. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Bring those hands down. So we're going to take the feet a little bit wider now into V position. It could be a small V or a wide V, up to you. Just wiggle those sit bones a little bit so that you feel a little bit of balance. We're going to bring the hands on the knees. We're just reach over to one side. Bring the head with it. So you're looking forward. Cheek is coming down. Slowly use your core to come back up. So we're getting a little stretch in the side body. As we stretch, you might feel that little bit of a drop of the head. A bit of work in the neck. Good. Just flow side to side. Feel what you need to feel. Take it slow. Noticing those little parts of the body that might need this stretch a little bit more. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Just noticing side body, back body, neck. Find the flow. You can close your eyes if you want. See the stretches in you. Good. And then slowly coming back after you finish. Equalize your sides out. Come back to the middle and lift up into the chest. Now from here, that might feel a lot. You bring the fingertips behind you, push into the fingertips and just draw the chest forward. As you do that, you're going to notice a little rock kind of in those sit bones. You get the chest draws forward, the tailbone begins to kind of draw back, almost like a cow pose. That's exactly what we're after, that kind of oscillation. You might feel a little openness in these kind of inner thighs. That last little bit of work in the legs. If you're a little bit more open there, you absolutely can keep that. Slowly come down. No worries if you're here, just stay here. That's great. I can absolutely feel it there. I can stay there and breathe the whole time too. And maybe come down if the body feels comfortable. Deep breathing in and out. Sometimes I can come all the way down to the floor, but today I think I'm going to stay here. This feels really good. So you can just play with on that chest forward, 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 like I'm pulling the chest forward. Relaxing in the forehead. Softening. Maybe leaning in to that little bit of tightness, leaning into the stretch, trying to find a lovely release today. 4, 3, 2, and 1. When you're ready, we begin just to lift up, bringing those knees in. Last little bit into the hips. Let's bring the feet together. Find that lovely butterfly pose, wiggling left to right. Good. Lift into the chest. Draw up from the crown of the head. See if you can open those knees. Don't worry if they're a little bit higher. Just never arch that back. See if you can draw the chest through wherever you are. Breathing in. We're going to squeeze the knees in. And exhale, drop them down. Good. Breathing in. Squeeze up through the really great muscles and drop it down. Nice and breathing in, middle squeeze. Exhale, drop it down. Breathing in, little squeeze. Exhale, drop it down. Just hold for 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. If you want to stay here, if you're a little bit more open and you did want the forward fold, feel free to take that too. Drawing the chin down. Deep breath in and out. My lovely friends, softening in the forehead. It's feeling that love, a little openness. 4. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Just swing the legs around and come up on to the knees if that feels comfortable. And do something called hero's pose. So hero's pose stretches, you'll notice I sometimes find it quite strong. I don't do it that often because I know for some people it's really uncomfortable. So I'll show you from the side then forward. But it just is really like sitting down onto your feet like this. Then we can have a little try. We can tuck those back toes. You can sit the tailbone down. We can stay nice and tall here and drop the shoulders down. That's less kind of intense. If you wanted, we can untuck the toes. That's where it's a little more intense. We sit down onto the heels, and then you take your hands and wiggle the heels a little bit out. Now again, as long as some people find this really easy pose, but if you've got really sore knees, this is going to feel a little bit tougher. We're going to sit nice and tall here in what we call hero's pose. Just bring the hands down alongside the body. And we're going to sit here if that feels comfortable. If it feels too much, tuck the back toes, or you can do all the movement from a seated position in whatever way feels good to you. Maybe we play a little bit with hero. It'll make sense after we stay here for a little bit. Notice we come out of it, kind of a bit of a stretch we get into the feet, the ankles. Bring the hands down alongside your fingertips to the mat. Inhale, let's take the right ear to the right shoulder. Just breathe with me in. Slowly exhale. And relax in that forehead. Beautiful. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, draw that ear over. Amazing. Breathing in. Now try and draw in from your core. Notice if you're kind of arching the spine, cat or cow, we just want a nice neutral spine. Bend into that neck. Inhale. And smile if you like, and exhale, coming back to center. Breathing in. And exhale to the side. Good. See how that feels. Draw the shoulders down. You can start closing the eyes if you like working to find that extension. If you like walking the fingertips out, you can absolutely choose that as well. 3. Beautiful. 2. And 1. Walk the fingertips back. Bring the head back to center. And over. Good. Last one. Breathing in. Start like breathing out. I wanted to walk the fingertips out. It's a great opportunity to do that. But come a little closer. Take what you need for 3. Keep that in. 2. Lovely. And 1. Inhale slowly. Bring the head back to center. Good. We're going to drop the chin down. And back to center. And up. And to the right. And center. And left. And middle. Draw the chin down. And center. And up. Deep breath down. And over. Lovely little smile. And back. One more time. Chin. And center. Little smile. And up. And center. And the right. Draw the shoulders down. Middle. And down. We're going to walk the hands slightly forward. Lift up in that tail. Swing the feet around. Just notice if you started to get a work to those ankles. I invite you just to lean back on the hands, the feet in front of you, just on that one movement, just a little roll, forward, up and down. And you can imagine the longer that you stay in that position, you'll get into the kind of feet and the ankles a little bit more. I'm going to come and take you through that little bit of a face massage. We'll come down onto our beautiful Shavasana. Amazing. Oh, happy Sunday. All right, so you guys know where we're headed with this one. Pointer fingers, middle finger up and around. Just feeling around in the face. Maybe pushing into the middle. Eyebrows, that space we hold so much of thought. Give yourself permission just to let go. Feeling and releasing anywhere you need to. Beautiful circles here in the temples. If you have any headaches, maybe pushing up into the hairline. Nice, great job, everybody. Breath in and deep breath out. Love. Feel up the back of the hairline as well. It's up to you. Use the nails at all just to kind of draw that scalp back. Get a little bit of that massage in the scalp. Feel what feels good. Your body. Amazing. Nice. Bring it back down. Good. Let me go for that jaw. Those little circles, little reminders to release and let go. Nice. Move that jaw. I'll give you the opportunity just to take those little circles. They always look so funny down there. Just getting those clicks, those niggles out. And finally getting into that kind of nose and the sinus if you want. Go back over any area that felt really good. Did want to go into the sinus, just circling here. Down alongside the nose. Maybe those little tiny circles in the nostrils or tracing in around. And feel around anywhere that feels good. But you just to finish, use your kind of initiative. Take whatever feels good to you. You want another little bit of work in the head that feels good. Just that beautiful release. I think it's so nice to just take time to release in the face. It really does set us up for that softness. However the day unfolds for you, I hope you can really find that light and that sunshine. So I'm going to invite you to lie down in your favorite Shavasana pose. And as I take you through your guided relaxation, I read a beautiful poem by Donna Ashworth called Yellow. And it's a poem dedicated to you guys. Made me think of you whenever it's perfect. So lie down, find that beautiful cozy spot. Put yourself on your backs. Close the eyes. Begin to kind of fall asleep if you like that beautiful space between sleep and awake. Like me, you feel a little bit colder, body temperature has dropped. And that last little sip of tea, absolutely find that, take that, lay down. At your own home, you can find wherever you want that's comfy for this last bit. Truly just you. You. Relaxing now. Maybe finding some darkness if you want, cover up the eyes. I always do that with a blanket at home. Or an eye pillow if I've got one lying around. Just get yourself into that beautiful space. Sit in the quiet. Just allow yourself to be in the silence for a moment in the stillness. Taking any last deep breaths that you might need. Just let your body melt down. Just recognizing that you've come to the mat and whatever brought you here today, there was a little mixture of movement, physical side, just anything at all that you wanted to get out of it. Just come back to that with a little smile. And who knows, maybe you were able to leave it on the mat. Maybe you just had a beautiful hour for you just to drop out. Whatever it is, come for some community, friendship. Whatever you found your way to the mat for today, sit and lay. A little bit of softness, a little smile on your face, knowing that that mat, this community will catch you. Softening in the forehead, really relaxing along the eyes, releasing any tightness or tension you might be holding in the mouth. The jaw let go and allow the back body to melt into the floor. Just noticing this parts of the body that connect with the mat, feeling the support. As you rest and reset, this is my poem for you, written by Donna Ashworth. It's called yellow. Some people walk into your life with a light that can only be described as yellow, infusing the very air around with the silent sound of, "This will be okay. Nothing hard can stay. We will find a way together. We can reach calmer weather." Oh, it's making me emotional. It's because it's for you guys. And I mean it. These people, your yellows, are sunny, endlessly funny. They're warm and safe and a comforting place. They're a light things can grow in. Their heart they wholly throw in. They are cheerleaders for your win. And if you have a yellow in this life, keep them bright. They thrive on giving out light, but they fight their own dark too. They need a color beside them to push on through. And I think they found a fellow yellow in you. Didn't think it was going to be emotional, but it was. You with all my love and light. Thanks for being my yellow. I wish you a beautiful day ahead. Always here. Yeah, love you both dearly. And anyone watching it, there's a few of you who are on record. You mean loads to me. Yeah, so much love. Peace and day, everybody. If you're watching it on Sunday. Bye.